Dina's on break. Welcome. Yay. If you guys have blocks, let's put them at the front of the mat. Maybe one at the front and kind of one midway. So if we have one when we're in a lunge, we can grab it easily. And then when we go up, we have it at the top. Sometimes I think that's just kind of easier than fumbling around for it halfway through. So let's find our seat. Connect with our breath. Maybe closing the eyes, grounding the sits bones, or maybe we lie down on the back. If that feels good. You can move the neck around, the head around. And then drop into this space. As I was thinking about our practice today, I just kept thinking of the word light. As in a light that shines. And thinking, what do we want to emit? A light shines and it allows us to see and navigate. What do we want to emit? Just like a light shines. What do we want to emit? If we think of every interaction as an energetic exchange, whether it be with someone that we know or someone that we run into on the street, what do we emit to them? What is our energy exchange to others like? What do we want to give, right? There's a lot of giving going on. What do we emit? What do we give? What do we shine? Maybe let's focus on one thing that we want to be intentional about emitting today and bring it into our space. As we breathe in and out, landing here. Maybe you want to open your practice with the sound of a single Om, and if that resonates with you, then draw your hands to your heart. And when you're ready, maybe make the sound of Om. If you like to be silent, just pause. Let's all exhale together. And we'll inhale, sweep our arms up above the head. Let's grab the left wrist with the right thumb and middle finger and pull the left arm over to the right as we lean to the right and open up the left side body. And then we'll exhale over to the left, grabbing that wrist, kind of stretching the wrist up and over to open up the arm. And back to the middle. Inhale the middle. Let's exhale, bring the hands forward, place the hands on the ground. Maybe bring the chin to the chest, dropping the head. Maybe feeling the spine lengthen if we press into the floor with the hands and reach those sits bones down, rounding through the belly, rounding back. Now let's inhale, look up. Bring the hands kind of towards the shins, press the hands down. With the hands on the ground, pull the hands towards the shins, but don't move them, finding kind of our cow back as we drop the head back. And then exhale, bring the hands further away, rounding the spine. This is kind of our cat. Keep those sits bones grounded, rounding. And then pull the hands towards the shins and press the hands down. And then bring the head back. One more time, extend the arms long, hands long, press into the floor, chin to chest, sits bones ground. Inhale, bring the head up. Hands come back towards the shins, press the hands down, the back kind of rounds for cow. And now let's exhale, let go of the spine. So the spine's kind of neutral and long and straight. Let's come up into downward facing dog. So the feet go back, maybe you go one at a time and you pedal out the legs and maybe You go right back to downward facing dog. Now find your feet as close or as far away to the wrists as you want. Let's be here for 5 breaths, just kind of grounding still. That intention in our space that we want to shine to others, it's here with us as we breathe and move. And exhale. Maybe we open up the shoulders a little bit by turning the hands out towards the sides of the mat and reaching that chest towards the tops of the legs. And now let's inhale. We can bring our hands back to fingertips point forward. Roll forward into plank on an inhale. Then lower down onto our forearms, elbows down, forearms down, hands down. You can bring the feet as wide apart or as close together as feels right for you to feel stable and strong. Lifting the hips up. And we'll be here in our forearm plank for a couple breaths, warming up the front of the body. Breathing in and out. Now exhale, lower down to the knees. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. On an inhale, extend long through that right leg, through the crown of the head, reaching forward, finding our bird dog. Inhale and exhale here. Try to keep those hips parallel with the floor, the ankle maybe in line with the hip, breathing in and out. Now exhale with control, as if moving through peanut butter. Bring that right knee down to the ground. And then we'll inhale, extend the left leg long, nice and long through the heel and then through the crown of the head. If this is too much on your wrists, come onto your forearms or your fists. Try to keep the hips parallel with the floor, engaging the belly and the back, the top, the front of the top of the back, the upper back. Breathing in and out, steady and strong. And as if moving through that peanut butter, bring that left knee to meet the right knee, noticing the nuances in that hip socket in the low belly. The knee comes down. Let's exhale, drop the forearms. And then we'll lift up into dolphin pose. Inhale and exhale when you get there. Let's inhale. And now let's exhale, lower down that nose between the thumbs. Maybe the nose comes to the ground, maybe it doesn't, maybe it just hovers. And then back to that upside down V shape. Breathe in. Exhale, rolling forward. That nose might come between the thumbs, breathing in and out. And then back to that upside down V. Inhale. Now exhale, lower down the knees, but hover the knees, they don't reach. Breathing in and out here. Nice, strong core. Inhale. Finding presence in this moment. One more breath. Now exhale. Step the feet back. Let it go. Plank pose, forearm plank. And now exhale, lower down the knees, and then sit the sits bones back, finding child's pose, and pause. Maybe just noticing as we move through our shapes today, they kind of evoke a different sensation in the body. They evoke maybe different emotions or different rates of breath. Just like different interactions have different energy exchange. So just being mindful kind of our off of the mat. Let this be practice here on our mat today. So just pay attention to those interactions. And what do we want to evoke in others? What do we want to give off, right? Are we a child's pose or are we a forearm plank? Let's inhale. Exhale, rolling up through tabletop. Step the right foot forward, and then the left foot comes forward. Bend the knees, inhale, rise up to stand, meeting in mountain pose. And exhale. Grounding through the feet. Maybe feeling all toes ground, maybe feeling the heels and the tops of the foot. Let's inhale. Exhale, fold it forward. Arms come out long, Uttanasana. Bring the back up, maybe flat, reaching through the head. Sits bones reach back. And then exhale, fold again, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, step the left foot back. Rising up, crescent lunge. Yes. Bring our arms out like a goalpost. And then bring that right arm towards that left leg. And the left arm reaches up. Feeling a little side body stretch like we started with. Left arm reaching up and back. And then exhale, kind of bring that left hand on the inside of the right foot. The right arm reaches up to sky. Side angle pose, revolve side angle. Maybe you bring that block into play. Press into the block or the floor, reaching up through the right arm. Now exhale, bring that right hand to frame the foot. Bring the block out of the way. Inhale, step the foot back. Breathe in. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Now exhale, back to child's pose. Stretching out the arms in the back by reaching the arms forward, reaching the fingers into the floor. And then inhale, rolling up to tabletop. Step the left foot forward, and then the right foot meets the left. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Breathing in and out. And let's inhale up to a flat back. Reaching the crown of the head forward, the sits bones reach back. And then fold forward again, Uttanasana. Inhale, step the right foot back. Bring those arms up, reaching for the sky. Press through the heel of that foot, but keep it lifted. And then exhale, bring that left hand to the right. The back of the right leg, reach the right arm up to sky. And breathe here. Exhale, bring the right hand on the inside of that left foot. The left arm reaches for sky. Pavrita Parsva Konasana. Inhale. Exhale. Another breath in. Exhale, bring that hand to frame the foot. Hands come down, step that left foot back. Let's go to downward facing dog first on an exhale. So exhale back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And now stay here in your downward facing dog, or maybe you inhale forward to plank, lower down, inhale back up, and then back to downward facing dog. Breathing in and out. Another breath in. Exhale, another breath out. Now from here, lower down those knees. So the hands are in front and downward facing dog hands. The knees lower down, the knees hover. Draw the stomach in, breathe in. And exhale, bring the sits bones up to sky and then bring that right foot to sky. Bend the knee, stack the hips, reach that right heel back behind you towards the left. Inhale. Now exhale, let's float forward to plank. Bring that right knee to the right elbow. Inhale. Now exhale, come back, three-legged downward facing dog. And then rock back up. Inhale, our right knee to the right elbow. Inhale. Exhale, step that foot down. Let's rise up, crescent lunge. And sigh when you get to the top. Exhale, fold it forward, frame the foot, step the right foot back. Here's plank pose. On an exhale, move back to downward facing dog. And stay in your downward facing dog. Or maybe you inhale forward to plank pose. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And then exhale back to downward facing dog again. One breath here. And exhale, lift that left foot to sky. Inhale, bend the knees, stack the hips. The left foot reaches behind you towards the right side. Inhale. Exhale, sink that chest towards the right thigh. And then bring that knee in. Step that right knee, or that left knee to the left elbow in plank. And then back to three-legged downward facing dog. And then back, left knee to left elbow. Let's pause here. Inhale. And exhale, step that foot down. Rise up, crescent lunge, inhale. Maybe you lower the arms down, which might give a more grounding sensation, or keep those arms lifted to feel a little more invigoration. Just maybe play around and see how even that variation where we direct our energy can affect our energy. Breathe in. Let's exhale, fold it forward, framing that foot. Now pause here. And with mindfulness, let's draw that right knee forward to meet the left and then ground that foot. Exhale, bend the knees, rise up on an inhale. Hands to the heart. Check in with the breath. Feeling the beating of the heart. Maybe the prana in the body. A slight sway, maybe a big sway, maybe standing still. Let's inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Let's fold forward. Find that block. Bring it on the left side of the mat, but then come all the way down into your forward fold. Let's inhale, step it back to plank. And now here, let's roll over to the left, coming into Vashisthasana. If you want, come onto your forearm for side plank. And once you find that side plank, maybe you lift that leg up or then reach the arm over the head or up. Any variation of your side plank. But really feel into your space and see what you want the pose to give to you, right? Maybe you want to be steady. Maybe you want to bring the leg up or back. Now let's exhale, bring that right hand down, finding our plank pose just for a breath. Inhale. Now exhale, lower the knees. Let's sit it back, child's pose. Breathing out and breathing in. Breathing in. Breathing out. On your next inhale, let's rise up to tabletop, curl the toes under, lift the knees, just cover the knees for just a breath. And then exhale, let's roll over to the right hand, finding our side plank on the other side. Left arm can reach up or over. You can always lower a knee down. Come on to that forearm if you want. And again, move through any variation that's going to serve you today. We'll be here about 3 more breaths. Being mindful and present. Now exhale, bring the hands down into our plank pose, either with our forearm or extended arm. Breathe in. Now exhale, step that right foot forward. Then the left foot comes forward just a little bit, then lower the foot. Setting up for pyramid pose, straighten that front leg. Let's bow over that front long leg, that right leg in front. Inhale and exhale. Bend the knee, let's rise up. Pressing the feet into the ground as we rise to activate the backs of the legs, rising up nice and tall and long. And exhale, folding forward. Let's go halfway. Grab that block in your hand and bring it between the hands and then reach forward with that block. The weight kind of shifts into that right foot. And now press the hands into the blocks, activating the shoulders, especially the tops of those shoulders. Let's breathe in. Now exhale, bring that block down to the ground, any height. Hands on the block, let's lift that left leg up, finding Virabhadrasana 3. Now press the hands onto the block. And now bend that knee, lift the block up. Hold it between the hands, press the hands into this block and reach the hands forward with that block, activating our shoulders. Inhale. Now exhale, folding forward, bring that block on the inside of the foot. With control, as if moving through peanut butter again, lower that left foot down. And then exhale, coming into pyramid pose, surrendering over that front leg. Inhale. Exhale, sigh. Inhale to lift the head, maybe lift the back, lift the shoulders, lifting up halfway. Now with that block on the inside of that right foot, maybe the hand comes down and we come into revolved triangle, keeping both feet on the floor. Maybe you want to come into revolved half moon. So see what you want to emit from your practice, what this practice can give to you, and then feel it in your being and connect with whatever shape is right for you today. If that back leg is lifted, lower it with intention. And now we're probably all in revolved triangle, so bring that right hand down. Bend the knee, frame the foot. Now bend both knees so we can step it back to plank, forearm plank, or Palakasana. Now exhale back to downward facing dog or lower down. And then inhale up. And exhale back. Breathe in. Exhale, sigh. Now inhale, step the left foot forward. The right foot comes forward just a little bit. Find those pyramid feet. Lower down the heels. Now let's lift up halfway, reaching through the crown of the head. Sits bones reach back. Now find that block, have it handy. Let's rise up all the way to ground and stand, lifting the heart, shining the heart forward. Feeling those hips ground through the feet. Nice job, guys. Inhale, lifting the arms, bend the knees, exhale, fold forward. Now find that block. Let's bring it so it's on the ground in front of us, press into that block, and then bring it in between the hands. Let's reach forward, reaching that block forward as we ground the feet, pressing the hands into the sides of the blocks. The shoulders are active. Inhale. Exhale, shift the weight into that left foot, lift that right foot up, press the hands into that block. Virabhadrasana 3, keep the hips parallel with the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale, lower that right foot down, bending the knees, bring that block down to the floor. Now from here, straighten that leg. Let's fold and bow over that left front leg. Exhale. Breathe in and out. Now bend that knee just enough so we can either bring the hand to the block and revolve our triangle, lifting the left hand to sky. Stay here. Or maybe you come into your revolved half moon, lifting that right back leg and the left arm to sky. Maybe you ground that back leg. So wherever you're at, let's be here for 3 present breaths. Now exhale, if that foot's lifted, lower it down. Breathe in when you get that foot there. Then exhale to bring that left hand down. Move that block just in front of the mat. Step that right foot forward. Exhale, sit back, chair pose, and let's lift our arms to the sky. Any variation with the arms. Maybe they're at the heart, maybe they're lifted above the ears. Breathe in. Now exhale, ground into that right foot. Lifting that left knee, let's straighten onto just the right foot, coming to stand. And then up to you. Maybe you bring that left knee open and you find tree pose. Maybe you bring that left knee open and you stack the ankle on the leg, flex the foot, and sit back into a flying pigeon. Again, checking into your energy. What do you want to give yourself? What do you want to receive from this practice? A few steady breaths. Maybe close the eyes for a little challenge. If you're in flying pigeon, straighten that leg so the right leg is straight. And now bring the foot to the outside of the leg. If you're in tree, bring that knee forward and let's kick that leg out. Flex the foot towards the face. Let's breathe in and out. And now exhale, let's rock and hinge forward. Heart parallel with the floor, send that left leg back one last time. Inhale. You can stay here in your Virabhadrasana 3. Maybe you open up to half moon if that's going to serve you today. Left arm to sky, left leg back, or your warrior 3. On an exhale, bring that left foot to meet the right, sitting back in chair pose, resetting in our chair. And then inhale, rise. Tadasana. Exhale, ground. Ground into that left foot, bend the right knee, and open up to the right side. Maybe we find tree. Maybe we find our flying pigeon. It doesn't have to be the same as we did on the other side. We'll be here for a few breaths, so really settle in. You're in your flying pigeon. Straighten that leg, bring the foot on the inside, the left leg. Now everybody bring that knee forward, kick that right leg out, flex the foot. It can be high, it can be low. And then when you're ready, hinge at the waist, sending that right foot back as the heart comes parallel with the floor. And then check in with your prana, your energy. Check in with your mind, that chitta. Maybe you open up into half moon, or maybe you stay in your warrior three. Kind of testing the waters. Maybe you try one and you realize, oh, I kind of like the other one today, or what I need going forward. On an exhale, let's bring the heart parallel with the ground if we're not there already. And now from warrior three, let's step that right foot back. So we kind of come up into a lunge, just reach the arms up to sky just for a breath. Exhale, fold forward so we can step it back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now exhale, lower down the knees. Let's walk the hands forward for our puppy pose, Anahatasana. Sits bones high to the sky, heart melting forward. Exhale, lifting the heart, bringing the hands towards the shoulders, and then rolling down onto the back. When you get to your back, bring the entire spine to the ground, maybe hugging the knees into the chest, and then feet to the sky, find the outside of your shins, or maybe the outside of the foot or the big toe. Find a happy baby. And if happy baby isn't a comfortable pose for you, maybe the legs are long, you just hold the legs behind the knees or the thighs, and the legs are straight. Happy baby isn't everybody's cup of tea, so find what's going to kind of open the back of the legs for you. And the feet towards the sky to bring that blood flow and rest to the low body. On an exhale, let's extend our feet nice and long. If we're in the middle of the mat, let's bring the body towards the left side of the mat, and then bring those feet over to the right side. Lift the arms up above the head, and then reach the fingertips towards the right corner of the mat so we look like a little banana on the floor. Side body stretch again. Maybe that right hand finds the left wrist and kind of pulls gently. You can cross the left leg over the right, opening the left side of the body. And then exhale, bring the feet and the arms back to the middle or to the left side, and then kind of wiggle your way over to the right side of the mat, hips on the right side, feet towards that left corner, cross the right leg over the left if you want. Arms come up above the head and reach for that left side of the mat. Left fingers on that right wrist, opening up the side body. And then we'll exhale. Bring everything back to neutral. So let the feet fall out long. Maybe bringing yourself back to the middle of the mat. And exhale. Let's find our Shavasana. Let's bring awareness to our heart space. And that seed of intention that we planted at the beginning of our practice for what we want to emit today. Bringing our awareness to that little seed. On the inhale, feel that expanding. The exhale draws a little nourishment and attention and awareness. And the inhale shines that light. Whenever you're ready, making your way up to a seated position, hands can rest in front of that heart space or on the lap, just wherever. Maybe today, if we ever need to reset and reconnect with that intention, we can use our breath to do so. Just a breath in and a breath out to reset. Let's exhale and inhale. Exhale. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. Namaste. Thanks, guys.